Something feels different this time, and the internet caught it instantly. One small moment between Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo turned into a wildfire that spread across every corner of social media, and once the clip started rolling in, people couldn't stop watching. It began quietly, almost innocently, with that now viral video where Ariana struggles to open a water funnel and Cynthia jumps in like she's been waiting for the exact second Ariana needs help. The whole interaction lasts barely a few seconds, but the reactions were explosive. One side says it's sweet, protective energy. Another side swears it feels obsessive, almost like Cynthia is monitoring Ariana's every move. And the wild part is, everyone thinks they're completely right. People argued about the eye contact, the timing, the little smile Ariana gives afterward. Then the discourse turned into a full personality analysis session, with strangers calling Cynthia caring, overly intense, mothering, smothering, controlling, affectionate, every label possible. It was barely a clip, but it cracked the door open, and once it did, everything that followed only made the mystery bigger. Because the next video didn't just fuel the conversation, it blew it wide open. Mark reaches out, grabs Ariana's wrist mid-conversation, and the entire atmosphere shifts in a split second. Ariana's face changes, Cynthia's expression tightens like she's holding back a reaction, and the internet immediately went into detective mode. People slowed the footage down, frame by frame, zooming in on their eyes, arguing about whether Ariana looked scared, confused, annoyed, or simply caught off guard. Comments flooded the algorithm. She looks bewitched. Why does she seem so lost? What is going on here? Every tiny detail became proof of something. Nobody could agree on what, but everyone could feel that the energy was strange. From there, the domino effect kicked in. Another clip surfaces from Singapore showing Ariana nearly tripping over her dress, and Cynthia slips in immediately to lift the fabric so Ariana doesn't fall. Some viewers say it's adorable and that Cynthia's just naturally protective. Others say it's a pattern, that Cynthia's always lurking, always watching, always ready to swoop in. Moments later, a different video drops of Ariana attempting to walk toward the stage in a stiff, heavy gown, and she can't move. Cynthia steps up again, quietly guiding her arm, helping her walk, making sure she doesn't get stuck. Suddenly, everyone is either praising their closeness or calling it too much. People treat their dynamic like a relationship they think they understand, except nobody actually knows what goes on between them. And that's exactly why the internet became obsessed with the next clip. The Aura interview. It starts off lighthearted, just a random question about what color each person's aura gives off. But then Ariana and Cynthia look at each other, and something in that moment feels so charged that fans turned it into its own cinematic universe. Cynthia calls Ariana Yellow Sunshine. Ariana gives this soft, emotional smile in return. Then Cynthia adds purple. Ariana's eyes widen in a way people can't describe. Suddenly, TikTok edits are everywhere, pairing that moment with dramatic music, slow zooms, and comments like, "They're in love. They've definitely hooked up. This is sapphic energy at its peak." Then there were the people who claimed the whole thing seemed awkward and overly emotional, and the debate spiraled into theories about their personalities, attachment styles, and chemistry. But nothing sent people into a frenzy like the voice comparison edits. Someone took old Ariana interview clips, the confident, fast-talking, sharp-voiced version, and mashed them next to the new Ariana, who speaks softly, delicately, almost whisper-like. The difference was so intense that the clip went insanely viral. People were shocked at how different she sounded. Comments ranged from, "She sounds like a whole new person," to, "Is she acting in character 24/7?" to, "She's regressed into a childlike version of herself." Others insisted she was just tired, stressed, or evolving as a person. The theories weren't just flying, they were multiplying. Then the Singapore attack happened, and everything got even more complicated. Ariana was rushed by Jonathan Wynn. a man with a long history of showing up where he shouldn't. Fans were furious when they found out he only got 9 days in jail and a fine. They brought up his entire pattern of behavior, listing previous incidents at sporting events and huge public gatherings, saying the punishment was way too light. For someone who's done this before, the sentence felt like a slap on the wrist. Ariana's reaction was emotional and shaken, and Cynthia spoke about the incident publicly with this quiet anger that made fans feel the weight of the moment even more. Online, people were split between sympathy for Ariana and anger at the lack of justice. And then, because the internet never forgets anything, the Brazil drama came right back into the spotlight. Comments like, "We're not forgetting #BeBrazil" started appearing under every clip of Ariana crying or looking tired. People acted like past press tours were happening all over again. Someone even said the vibe of the interviews was too chaotic for a family musical, pointing out how much cursing was happening despite the movie being aimed at all ages. The tension didn't die down, it grew louder. Just when the press tour was gaining speed again, everything derailed. Cynthia lost her voice and had to stop doing interviews, and Ariana refused to continue without her. Fans immediately split into two camps, one calling it sweet ride-or-die friendship, and the other saying it looked like avoidance. One person said, "The press tour is cursed." Another said, "They're holding space for each other," while someone else joked that they're birds of a feather, sticking together no matter what. Then the internet did what it always does. It made memes. Someone claimed Jennifer Lopez volunteered to sing on their behalf, and fans immediately replied, "Don't you dare!" Ariana barely had time to breathe before even more news hit the feed. She's set to host SNL. She's clarified her American Horror Story role isn't as big as people thought. And then her fans began sending condolences after learning her grandmother Nona passed away. Ariana talked about her with so much affection that people felt emotional watching her speak. Then there was that viral clip of Ariana slipping into a full Italian accent, gum chewing and all, proving she still has those razor-sharp acting instincts. And because the internet always circles back, older behind-the-scenes clips began resurfacing again. Backstage footage of Ariana looking overwhelmed while Cynthia steps beside her, placing a gentle hand on her back. Another video of Ariana subtly nudging Cynthia before answering a question, almost like she was checking in. People said they communicate silently, with just looks and tiny gestures. Others said it looked rehearsed, like they practiced how to handle the chaos together. The debate never stops, it only shifts. Then an audio clip leaks. You can barely hear anything, but fans immediately claimed Ariana whispered, "I'm nervous," and Cynthia told her, "You're good." Others said they were talking about their outfits. It didn't matter. The theories spread anyway. Same with their red carpet movements. Ariana taking a half step back when camera flashes speed up, Cynthia instinctively adjusting to stand closer. Fans swear it's choreography. Others say it's what happens after months of non-stop promo. Everyone thinks their interpretation is the right one. Just when things finally began calming down, a new rehearsal clip leaked. Ariana singing a softer version of one of her numbers while Cynthia stands off to the side watching her. People claim they saw Cynthia tear up. Others said it was stage lighting reflecting off her eyes. But even that didn't stop the flood of reactions. Every clip turns into a clue. Every whisper becomes a theory. Every look becomes a storyline. At this point, the press tour feels like its own multi-season drama series. People treat every day like a new episode dropping online, complete with plot twists, character arcs, emotional meltdowns, romantic speculation, internet detectives, and cliffhangers. And the truth is, nobody outside their inner circle knows what's actually going on. Not the fans, not the commentators, not the people stitching clips and adding eerie background music. Everyone is projecting, guessing, assuming, because the mystery makes it addictive. The whole world has built a narrative around these two women based on small moments, out-of-context clips, and shaky footage from fans screaming in the background. And yet it's compelling. It's entertaining. It's dramatic in a way nobody expected a family-friendly movie promo tour to be. Which is why once the movie drops and the full performances are out, the commentary is going to explode even more. People will compare every scene to the press tour. They will say the chemistry matches or doesn't. They'll treat the film like evidence. They always do. Until then, everyone is watching Ariana and Cynthia with the same intensity people usually reserve for celebrities going through scandals or breakups or feuds. And maybe that's because this whole situation sits right on the edge of something impossible to define. Is it friendship? Is it protectiveness? Is it performance? Is it emotional exhaustion? Is it something deeper? Or is it simply two people navigating an overwhelming spotlight in the way that feels safest for them? That's why I want to hear what you think. Has this press run been chaotic, sweet, strange, overhyped? Or is the internet just overanalyzing every second because it's Ariana and Cynthia? Let me know in the comments, because everyone seems to be seeing something different. And if you want more deep dives into the wildest celebrity moments, make sure you hit like, share the video, and subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. Another crazy story is already unfolding, and you're going to want to hear it.